welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Quick turnaround if you're joining us from the JV stream here tonight, but we are doing the senior night festivities here, which I'll take my headset off here in just a second. They just introduced the Galva seniors, which we'll talk about those here in just a moment. But I'm going to take my headset off, I believe, and we are going to have the senior night festivities here at A-Town High School. And then we'll get ready for Galva and A-Town here this evening. But it looks like they're going to be making there's going to be a check presentation, it looks like. All right, so the fundraising for the Susan G. Komen Foundation, $1,188.50. It looks like the A-Town volleyball team raised this season. So they are celebrating that here this evening as well on senior night. Here, I'll get the scoreboard off of here so we can actually see the full thing here. And we will have the senior night festivities here in just a moment, so they're going to walk out and have their celebration here tonight of the seniors for A-Town. A-Town with 5 seniors being celebrated here tonight, so I'll take my headset off. I'll turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear what's going on. Senior night here at A-Town High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Our activities during high school include 2 years of softball, 4 years of volleyball, and 1 year of National Honor Society. Our plans after high school include attending a 4-year university, majoring in health science, also completing a pre-dental program. Charlie Cox. Next is Addie Clayson. Addie is the daughter of Clayson. Her activities during high school include volleyball, cheerleading, and track. Her plans after high school include attending ICC for a diagnostic and medical sonography. Addie Clayson. Next up, Nevaeh King Williams. Nevaeh is the daughter of Carol Harvey.
right, so there you have it. Senior night festivities here at A-Town High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 5 seniors here for the A-Town side, and it is Charlie Cox, number 7, Addie Clausen, number 10, number 12, or number 13, I should say, is Anna Servin, Nevaeh Kuhn-Williams, number 17, and then number 21, Avery Stiegel. So we are going to, oops, I hit the wrong button here. We're just going to try to figure this out here. Trying to figure something out here in order to step aside here, but might not be able to do that here, which is A-okay. We may just have to recap what was one of the wildest matches I think that we've really seen all season long here, as the A-Town Tornadoes pulling off a victory here tonight on the JV side in just an absolutely wild, wild scene. There we go. Let me stick that right here. We're going to keep that off here for just a moment. And then when I decide to take a break, I will fix that here for you. Okay, so let's recap the JV match, see how long that takes me. Who knows, that might take me all the way up to the match here tonight. But we've got our varsity match starting up here tonight. 3-set winner for the A-Town side as we pull up the final score here of that third and final set. It's 1-15, by the way, in the third set. So you see the score, 20-18. You know, there was a lot of chaos. A-Town was on the doorstep of getting beaten as Galva led that set 14-12. They had control, they had momentum, but A-Town clawed their way back. They fought back and ended up with their fair share of match points. But ultimately, it was a back-and-forth battle from 14-all to 18-all, and then A-Town finally finding a way. And it was Camden Hull getting a service ace in order to seal the job for the A-Town Tornadoes as they pick up the JV win here on senior night. But the real star of the match here, I mean, Camden had a great night, don't get me wrong, but the real star of the night here tonight in the JV matchup was Ava Patch. My goodness, I mean, I about ran out of space on the line that I use on my stat sheet for Ava. She had just an unbelievable amount of kills here tonight. She had 13 kills tonight, also picked up 4 aces. And this girl's just a freshman, mind you. Like, when we're here for senior night 3 years from now, celebrating Ava Patch, we could be talking about a ridiculous amount of kills in her high school career. Could be talking about a ridiculous amount of aces. I mean, this girl has got so much potential, and the fact that she is just a freshman putting up numbers that she did tonight, it was truly amazing to watch here. So 13 kills tonight in the JV match, 4 aces. Hopefully she saves some tonight for the varsity match, because she will be getting her fair share of points and playing time, I'm sure, during our varsity match here this evening. Camden Hull, as I mentioned, she ended up with 6 aces here this evening in the JV match. And she also had 3 kills to go along with that, so a pretty good day at the office there. 7 kills tonight for Emily Wallace. It was 3 kills tonight for Ella Timmons. 3 kills, well, I already did her. 2 kills tonight for number 14, Vivian Bigger. And 2 kills, 2 aces tonight for number 16, that's Molly Hennepin. All right, so a lot of stats to go through there on the A-Town side. A-Town ending up with 12 aces, a dozen aces in the match. Camden Hull had half of those. So incredible night there on the JV side for the A-Town side. For Galva, again, it was a heck of an effort here. I mean, both sides, I talk a lot about, obviously, with the, I talk a lot about being here for the A-Town games, talk a lot about the future of the A-Town volleyball team. Galva's got a bright future as well. They've got a girl down there who is very, very impressive, and she is just a sophomore, Arabella Porsche. She had an unbelievable night as well. She ended up with 8 kills and an ace here this evening. Right behind her, Danielle Wiggett. She ended up with 5 kills and an ace here this evening. One of the best serves I've seen all season is Layla Anderson, the freshman. She had 5 aces here tonight. A-Town had all sorts of problems here this evening trying to figure out how to deal with that serve. and gave him one heck of an effort there for Layla Anderson. One ace tonight for number 1, that is Kinsley Gale. 1 kill, 1 ace tonight for number 7, that is Carson Clays. Carson really had a frustrating night here at times. You could really see the look on her face. She was getting a little bummed out a little bit that some of the swipes that she was having at it weren't going her way, but that's just the way it works sometimes, you know, and she has got a very bright future, I think, ahead of her as well. But Carson Clays, ended up with 1 kill and 1 ace. Let's see here. Number 24, Samantha Faber, 1 kill and 1 ace. And then at number 30, she is Sarah Burris, and she ended up with 1 kill here in the match as well. Good evening to Sammy out there in our comments. Sammy and, what is that? Nylila? Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I'm going to get that right. I'm probably not. So there you go. But shout out to you, Sammy. I'll just call you Sammy right off the. That's because that's the first name that pops up on your user handle right there. So that's what I'll go with there. Anyway, it's senior night. We have the senior night festivities. If you're wanting to watch those, you can check those out. Here, I'll put senior night. All right. So I think with that, as we've wrapped up here our JV match again, 25-23 was the score in set number 1. And then it ended up being 25-15. A-Town in the second set really dominated the second set at that. They end up winning the second set by the score of 25-15. And then here in the third set, you see just a remarkable 20-18 in a 1st-to-15 third set. So really close match between two teams that are very, very similar. And we're looking forward to how this varsity match is going to play tonight. I think it's got the potential to end up kind of similar to what we just saw. And if that's the case, boy, oh boy, buckle your seatbelts here. So I think we're going to step aside here. What I'm going to do is I can't put the music on, otherwise we'll get demonetized. We don't want that. I can't end the stream either. So I'm going to turn my headset off. I'm going to put some text on the scoreboard, or on the screen, I should say. If you are just joining us, the senior night festivities are at the beginning of this stream. You can back it up, see the senior nights, the seniors getting celebrated here, and we'll have the match for you here. They've got 3 minutes on the clock for A-Town. There's another 6 minutes on the clock for Galva to warm up, and then we'll be on. I'll probably go on in about 6-7 minutes here from now, but I got to give my voice a little bit of a break here tonight. So we will step aside here and just watch the girls warm up, and again, I'll pick up my headset here in about 5 or 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes here, and we'll have volleyball for you in about 10 minutes from now. So looking forward to it. Senior night here at A-Town High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Alrighty, so now that I have my break here, we'll take the old letters off the old screen here. We'll put the scoreboard up there, and we will welcome you once again to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as we get ready for senior night. Now, we did have the senior night festivities here a little while ago at the beginning of this stream, so if you're looking for that, you can drag the old cursor to the beginning of this stream and watch the senior night festivities. Did a little recap of the JV match that we had here just a moment ago, which was wild. I mean, seriously, that is one of the wildest matches, JV or varsity, that we've had all season long here. So go watch that as well. And we're about ready to get going here tonight, you know. The varsity match here going to get a little bit of a later start because of that three-set match that we had. 20-18 ended up being the score in the third set. A-Town pulling it off. A-Town in the midst of their third game in 3 nights, and they won the first 2. They got a win on Monday on the road in Cambridge against Ridgewood. And then it was a win last night here at home against Peoria Heights. So looking to make it 3 in a row. Galva comes into town here tonight. Kind of struggling a little bit here this season, similar to A-Town. Talked about it in the JV match. But there are some young players here on this A-Town roster that are going to be a very, very big problem here, you know, in the future. Namely, that was Arabella Porsche. That was number 13. She's just a sophomore, and we might get to see her a little bit here in the varsity match. We shall see. But she put on one heck of a show on the Galva side. She ended up with 8 kills tonight and an ace. But the story of the JV match was definitely Ava Patch with her 13 kills and 4 aces. Just an absolutely incredible showing from the freshman. How much will she have left in the tank here for senior night? We will find out. But we should be in for another good one here. 2 very similar teams here. And that usually is a recipe for some fun volleyball here. So we're about ready to bring it to you. We'll have the national anthem for you in just a moment, I believe. Starting lineups as well. Galva will be wearing those pink uniforms here tonight. That's why we got them as pink on the scoreboard, as you can see. Pink uniforms, that is Galva. A-Town will be in their home grays here this evening. We'll step aside. We got the national anthem. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live. It is presented by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we are about to get this one underway here as the A-Town Tornadoes. They are hosting the Galva Wildcats here, final home game of the season. And they did honor the Galva seniors. I'll go over those seniors here in just a moment. But starting lineup, number 31, Kaylee Elgin, followed by number 16, that's Kaylin Townsend. Number 28, one of the seniors, McKenna Anderson, followed then by number 15, that is Sage Kaiser. Number 3, Reese Sumner, another senior for the Wildcats. And then number 4, Kaylin Gale will round out the starting lineup for the Galva Wildcats. Seniors here tonight for Galva. I'll get to that in just a moment here, but our starting lineup for the A-Town Tornadoes, all 5 seniors getting into the starting lineup here tonight, so cool to see that. As the lights are out here. And we're about ready to have the A-Town roster. As you can hear, Anna Servin, first one out there. She is one of the seniors here. 5 seniors on this A-Town roster. Charlie Cox, one of the seniors as well. Followed then by number 14. That is Vivian Bigger. That is the only non-senior on the starting roster here tonight. Followed then by number 17, Nevaeh Kuhn-Williams. Number 10, making her way out there, Addie Gemmel-Clausen. And number 21, Avery Stiegel, your 5 seniors plus Vivian Bigger in the starting lineup here tonight for the A-Town Tornadoes. Happy to have you along here tonight, as we've had our friends Sammy and Christy already joining us here in the chat. Feel free to get into the conversation here tonight. Get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for, your reaction to the match. We had a fun first match in the JV this evening. Our varsity should be just as good here. Happy to bring it to you here. For the final time this season, the A-Town volleyball team makes their way out onto the floor. And we've got volleyball here this evening on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Again, Galva will be wearing the pink uniforms here tonight, while A-Town rocking their home grays here. Christy, let's go A-Town in the chat here. Christy was very active in the chat in our first match here tonight. Good to see that. It's good for the algorithm as well. I'm just saying. Got to do our job here. Oh, but man, oh man, hard to believe the volleyball season coming to an end. I was talking with Coach Dugan, the coach of the basketball team here, the girls basketball coach, before we went on here tonight. And boy, you can tell he's ready to get things going. I said, Coach, it's senior night for the volleyball. You're next. He's like, oh, I know. Oh, I know. He's counting down the days. Anna Servin will come in, and we are underway here tonight. As good to have you with us, as that one punched over to the near side. There's Charlie Cox coming to the near side. Wow, good scramble there. Galva able to save it, push that one across. Up top, Kuhn-Williams. And the A-Town side, Vivian Bigger, again, the only non-senior getting the start here tonight, because you need 6 players. There's only 5 seniors. That one goes into the net. Off the hands of Charlie Cox, and it's 1-0 the start, as the libero here this evening, can't really see the number here. I'll get that in just a second. I believe that's number 8, Charlie Chamberlain. Up top it goes. Number 28, McKenna Anderson. There's Charlie Cox. Puts that one right down, and that's the one to start the scoring for the A-Town Tornadoes, as Charlie Cox picks up a kill. Good way to start senior night for the senior. Charlie had 6 last night, 6 kills in the winning effort against the Patriots of Peoria Heights. Up top it goes, and then just unable to connect with that one. Number 10, that is Addie Gemmel-Clausen. 2-1 the start. Galva with the lead. Just underway here. If you're joining us late, well, you're in luck, because we got a late start here tonight. Here's Kuhn-Williams putting that one over. Swinging away. That one goes out of play off the hands of Reese Sumner. That's number 6, by the way, the libero here this evening. That is Isabella Wiggett. 2-2 our score here in the early going, as back underway we go. A little tap over by Anderson there. Actually, that was Plummer. Number 34, that is Amber Plummer. First time seeing her in the match. Nice effort there by Charlie Cox, but it's going to go down to the floor. Galva going to pick up the point. Double tapped right there, so want to get that one adjusted correctly there. Number 28, McKenna Anderson. With that fiery red hair, that one goes out of play. Hard to miss her on the court with that red hair, as bright as it is. Hard to miss Coach Tinkham there, as you see on the left of your screen, rocking the green and yellow overalls here tonight on senior night. I could give me a pair of them. Chris, our camera guy, said he'd wear them as well. So whoever is in charge of those, let us know. That's that one. Point of violation there on Galva, so it's 4-3. I'm going to be honest, that probably would not be a good look on me. I'd like to think that it would, but it probably would not. I think Coach Tinkham definitely pulls it off a lot better than I do, as that one violation on A-Town. Tied at 4 here this evening. You know what we need to do? We need to get the basketball coaches in a pair of overalls like that. I was just thinking of that. You imagine Coach Dugan in a pair of those? Coach Dugan, I know you're probably, well, he might be watching. Who knows? As that one goes out of play, Gemmel Clausen sends that one out of play, so it's 5-5. Christy says the minion. I would look like a minion. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I would look like a minion in those pants. I'm not very tall. Tinkham can pull it off because she's tall. That one goes out of play. Point for the Tornadoes, 6-5. All right, enough about those, but love the look there, Coach. 6-5 our score. Avery Stiegel will come in, number 21, do the serving. Taylor Hendel is checked into the match. Trying to see who she took over for here tonight. As the official making sure that the roster and the lineup is all good to go, with Taylor making her way out there onto the floor. Taylor is a junior here, so next year we'll be celebrating her at A-Town High School. And I believe, can't see who got taken off the floor. I think it was Addie Gemmel-Clausen. Stiegel will serve it underway, and we're back underway. Nice block there in front by Hendel. That one nearly out of play. Gemmel-Clausen still in the match, by the way. Who'd she take over for? All right, well, okay, who cares? We'll figure it out here. We're tied at 6. Yes, that one goes right into the net, so A-Town will take the lead right back. 7-6 our score here in the early going. And now Anna Servin will check in. I think there's the answer to my question. Anna went off. Taylor took over, and now Anna's back out onto the floor. Hendel's still out there. 7-6 the score, as that one punched towards the backside. It does not end up in play, however. One goes out of play, so A-Town with their biggest lead, 8-6. Anna Servin serves it up. Hendel will send it across. Charlie Cox gets it over for A-Town. Tapped it up and right down to the floor. Nicely done there, Kaylee Elgin. Gonna pick up the first kill of the night here for either side. Actually, Charlie Cox has got one kill, but Elgin will pick up the kill here tonight, number 31. As then the ensuing serve goes into the net, so that'll make it 9-7. Good crowd on hand watching the seniors in one final home game. A-Town has one more match tomorrow on the road against Havana, as Charlie Cox will send that one out. Got to talk to Charlie Cox's mom in the before the game here tonight, and she thanked us for doing what we do here, which we are happy to do. For all the folks out there, we appreciate you watching, but had a conversation about, whoa, that one right in front of the net. Taylor Hendel will get the block and send that one down to the floor. But anyway, we were talking about Charlie and her college plans, and it was mentioned in the festivities, these senior night festivities, but looking to be a dentist. That is, you got to be one smart cookie to do that. Still got some volleyball skills, though. She dives and saves that one. As there's Anderson tapping it over to the near side. Battle at the net, able to try to save it there. They're going to say a violation on A-Town, so point will be given. It's 10-9. Galva will take over on the serve as coming in. Now it's Charlie Chamberlain. That service then goes into the net, and Galva will trail by 2 once again. Excuse me, as Camden Hall getting ready to check into the match for the first time here tonight. Nevaeh Kuhn-Williams will check out, the senior. See how much of the 5 seniors we get to see here. Again, a lot of the youngsters have been playing a lot here in recent matches for A-Town. And that one, Avery Stiegel, the senior, takes a swing at it. Oh, and a miscommunication there between Stiegel and Hall. Hall couldn't hit that one, so Servin will check out. Hendel will check in. 11-10, our score. That's a good swing there by Avery Stiegel. Couldn't cash it in, though. Little tap there, Stiegel. Oh, she couldn't get that one over the net. A little out of position there, both players there. It's tied at 11. 11-11. Make a wish. Oh, goodness. I got to get my funny quirks in here one more time here this season. That one just out of play. Wow, that one a good look there by Hendel. And it's 12-11. But this will not be the last you hear from me, I promise you that. As we've got basketball season coming up, we've got football on Friday night. As a service ace, the first ace of the evening, and that goes to number 15. That's Sage Kaiser for the Wildcats. You couldn't get rid of me if you tried here. I'm kidding, of course. But I'm happy to be here, happy to do this. As that one down to the floor, that's Kaylee Elgin. She's going to pick up another kill here tonight. And a whistle and a timeout. And the lead has suddenly grown to a 3-point lead for Galva. Biggest in the night. We'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. 14-11, A-Town with a 3-point deficit here on senior night. In to serve it away again is Sage Kaiser, and that one high into the rafters. And how about that, right out of the get-go, off the timeout. That is going to be another ace. So Kaiser's going to pick up her second ace of the evening. And it's 15-11. Kaiser gets that one into play. A nice serve there, but right down to the floor again. Number 31, Kaylee Elgin, going to pick up kill number 3. She's starting to rack them up here. That one served on a platter for her. 16-11 our score. And that serve right into the back corner. Nicely done there by Kaiser. So 3 kills by Elgin, and now 3 aces for Kaiser. 17-11 our score. And that one will end the run as it goes out of play. So that was a 7-0 run for Galva. They trailed 11-10 and then took the lead as that one Goes off the hand of Addie Gemmel-Clausen. Service error makes it 18-12. Service goes in. Cox over to Vivian Bigger. Over to the far side as that one dug out nicely by Bigger. Here's Hendel. Hendel takes a swing at it, and that one hits the back line. Taylor Hendel, their first kill of the night. She, in last night's contest, had 3 kills in the winning effort. Avery Stiegel serves it up here. A-Town trailing by 5 as that one pushed a little too far by Kaylee Elgin. Elgin, by the way, is a junior for Galva. So she's got one more year here. Pretty good player here as we see in the early going. That one dug out nicely. Got to get it over now, and Hendel had nowhere to go with that one. Backpedaling a little bit. Couldn't end up saving that one. 19-14 our score. Again, this is the 3rd straight night of games for the A-Town side, 3rd of 4. They've got a game tomorrow in Havana to wrap up their regular season before they head to West Central for the regionals next week. Elgin will put that one right down the middle. Battle at the net. Good battle between both sides here. Here's Hendel. 19-14. Swinging away there. It's Kaylin Townsend. Nice battle there as Bigger saves it from going out of play. Over to Charlie Cox, the senior. Pulls it to the near side. And a battle right at the net. Nice block there by Elgin. And then Elgin sends it just a little wide. As we got our screen issues showing up as we did last night. I don't think it's got anything to do with it there. We're back. It's 19-15 now. Apologies for that. What in the world? We got a whistle, and I believe that'll be another point for A-Town. 19-16 is the score. Oh, apologies for that. I should have probably told the boss man about that when he was here earlier. Elgin swinging away on that one. Charlie Cox tried to tap it down. Towards the backside now. Sending it up. There's Nevaeh Kuhn-Williams on senior night. She'll pick up the kill. It's weird. I closed the computer, though, and it's right back up and running. So I don't think it's anything major. We got a whistle. We got a timeout. We'll step aside. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. 19-17 our score. A timeout by Galva. They were up by 5 just a little while ago. A-Town has cut it down to a 2-point deficit. Swinging away on that one is Anderson. That one goes high into the rafters. Punched over by Bigger. And then it goes out of play. Last touch by Galva. 19-18 the score as Anna Servin comes in. Little tap over, a battle there at the net. Kuhn-Williams almost got another kill. Oh, that's a nice dig right there. Trying to save it. Unable to do so. Good effort by the A-Town side as they're fighting to stay in this first set. 20-18 our score. Here's serving it up there, number 6, the libero. That is Isabel Wigant. Tapped over Charlie Cox, who almost got that one to drop. Clausen saves that one. Here's Anderson. Anderson sends that one. Oh, they say that one was touched by A-Town. So that is going to be McKenna Anderson, number 28, picking up the kill, her first of the night. And it's back to a 3-point lead. Isabel Wigant. Wigant sends that one in. Sets it up for Charlie Cox, far side. Here's Hendel, taps it over, and that's Vivian Bigger. Gonna pick up the kill. So Bigger gets her first kill of the evening. She has got up to 1 here, so 4 players with 1 kill for A-Town. Not stuff in the stat sheet much like the JV squad did here tonight. Just a good battle here, team effort, as Kuhn Williams hits that one into the net. And it'll be 22-19. 3 points away from winning set number 1. Into the match here tonight, Amber Plummer. Plummer will send that one towards the middle. Good fight there. This one's got to go over. Avery Stiegel able to push that one across. Up she goes. Anderson will send that one wide. 22-20. I mean, if we learned anything from the JV match here tonight, it means you can't count either of these 2 teams out. Vivian Bigger will send that one in. And a little battle there at the net. Over that goes. Anderson can't get that one over. McKenna Anderson, the senior. I failed to mention the seniors here. Reese Sumner, one of the seniors. Kaylin Townsend, a senior. McKenna Anderson, and Sarah Burris is a senior as well for Galva. They were honored in the pregame as that one goes into the net, and what do you know, we're tied at 22. It's been a long night of volleyball here, and we are just getting started here. Our first set, Vivian Bigger. Swinging it away as A-Town setting it up. Here's Clausen, has that one blocked. Nice play by Anderson and Sage Kaiser. Tied at 22, here's Anderson pushing that one to the far side. Servin digs it up. As Avery Stiegel gonna push that one near side. Nice play by Avery Stiegel. Stiegel on senior night has got a kill. Clausen and Servin are the only 2 seniors did not have a kill here tonight. Maybe we can make that happen in this one. That one dug out nicely. What a play there by Cox. And it goes down to the floor. I don't know how that one managed to hit the floor, but it did. We got a whistle. We got a timeout by Galva. We'll step aside. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Set point here for A-Town is out of the timeout by Galva. Sending it over, Avery Stiegel off the top of the block. It's dug out by Galva. Galva going to send it back, and it goes out of play. A-Town will take the first set here, 25-22. What a good battle there. I mean, if the JV match would have told you anything, you could have expected a close battle here. And we got it in set number 1. Set number 2 on the way. We'll be back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we are at the end of the first set. And the A-Town Tornadoes taking the first set, 25-22. Second set about to get underway here. Again, this A-Town side has just been really, really impressive here in the last few weeks. And win that first set. It's one of the few times I've seen them actually come out and win the first set here. Even with the win last night, they fell in the first set. It's Peoria Heights, so. Had to come back from a 1-0 set deficit and pull it out in 3. And now we are here, though. A-Town now with a 1-0 lead, and have their first chance at home anyway to take a 2-0 win. They've got a couple of 2-0 wins against Bushnell-Prairie City. But those have both been in Bushnell. One for a tournament and one for just the regular season match. Underway here, set number 2. A meeting at the net right there. Hendel sends it over to Charlie Cox. That one dug out. Tapped over by Vivian Bigger. Anderson at the net. That one doesn't get over the net, and it'll be the first point there for A-Town. 1-0 our score. Stats, well, there's 1 kill on the A-Town side, and it's by 5 different players. Other than that, no stats to speak of. And the scoreboard has just gone out here at the high school. Don't know what that's all about. Has a nice block there in front. That was Bigger. That was actually Avery Stiegel and Camden Hull on the block. I think it was more Stiegel than Hull, but good battle between both sides here. Second point of the set. Here's Stiegel going for it. She's already got a kill here tonight on senior night. Into the net it goes by Anderson. As I mentioned earlier, it is senior night. All the seniors getting a start here tonight for A-Town. Addie Clausen and Anna Servin are the only 2 seniors to not have a point tonight, or a kill, I should say. Wouldn't it be cool if we could get all the seniors with a kill tonight? That'd be something. Boy, that serve had a lot of juice on that one. Sending it up, swinging away, and hammering that one. That is the arm of Reese Sumner, the senior. One of the seniors here for Galva. 3-1 now the score for A-Town. They take the early lead. Charlie Cox serves that one up. Sending it over there, Taylor Hendel. That one dug out nicely by the Wildcats. Vivian Bigger will set it up. Here's Stiegel again. Dug out there by the libero. Stiegel going to go for it again, and there she goes. Avery Stiegel. She's got her second kill to take the team lead. 4-1 our score. Set number 2. A-Town leading 1-0 here as Charlie Cox, boy, she cocked back and hammered that one wide. Goodness gracious, that thing had some steam off of it, but couldn't keep it in play. As then the ensuing serve by Galva goes out of play, and it's now 5-2. Back to that 3-point lead here. Checking into the match here, Maya Alderson, number 11. Everybody getting a chance here tonight, it seems like. Alderson, boy, she's got such a good serve. I'd like to see her maybe out there doing some more serving maybe next year. She always comes in off the bench and nearly gets an ace every time. as Vivian Bigger pushes it across. Over to Hendel. Swinging away, Ava Patch, who's out on the floor as well, the freshman. She had a little something in the tank. After 13 kills in the JV match, I was wondering if she had anything left. She does. Picks up her first kill here tonight. Maya Alderson will serve it up again. 6-2 our score, off the top of the net. And a service ace for Alderson. Give her that ace. 7-2 now is the score. Good start for the A-Town side as they look for this one here tonight on senior night. Into the back corner, boy. I feel so bad for Charlie Chamberlain. She was stuck between a rock and a hard place there. It looked like that one was going to land on the line, so she went for it and ended up going down to the floor anyway. Another service ace for Alderson. Back-to-back aces. We'll take a timeout. We're back after this TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as 8-2 A-Town with their biggest lead here in the set. I believe it's their biggest lead in the entire match as well. There was no way either team got out to a 6-point lead in that first set. How closely played that one was. So biggest lead in the match, Hendel. That one high into the rafters, a nice save there by Galva. Back and forth we go here, setting it up. There's Patch, pushing it across. We got a whistle, a violation there. And one of the Galva players is down. So I don't think the point is going to count. That is Sage Kaiser, who had a really good first set in the service department. As they take a look at her, I don't know if she slipped and tweaked something, but we'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call after Kaiser went down there a moment ago. They were able to get her up and take her over to the sideline there. That point will be null. So we'll try it again. 8-2 the score. Alderson serving it up. Back underway here. As that one blocked in front there by Ava Patch. Hendel also there. And it's going to go right down to the floor. Neither side knew what to do with it. 9-2, A-Town with the lead, their biggest. Just keeps on growing here in the second set. Alderson. Maya serves it in here tonight, and wow. Trying for that one is Galva, but that one not going to get across the net. They give her an ace on the score. No, she's already had that ace there, so we'll leave that one. I've got her with 2 aces here tonight. Scoreboard only has her with 1. 10-2, though. Regardless, it's been an impressive second set, and there's an impressive play right there. That is Kaylin Gale. That's going to end that long run there for A-Town. Gale will pick up her first kill of the night. Going to need some more of those from Gale and some of the other Wildcats here this evening, trailing by 7 and trailing 1-0. Here's Bigger, will push that one across into the corner. And sending that one overhead is Kaylee Elgin. Up top it goes. That one right down to the floor. It's Camden Hall. Seven different players with a kill here tonight on the final night of the season here at home. One more game for A-Town on the road tomorrow against Havana. As that one punched out of play. So another point there for A-Town as the scoreboard didn't update from the point before, so it's now 12-3. Back underway we go. As that one goes out of play, and it'll be another point there for A-Town. And another glitch there on my TV, my screen here, my computer monitor. Didn't see who got that kill right there, so I'll have to figure that out here in just a moment as Elgin going for the kill, and she'll get it. Kaylee Elgin with her 4th kill of the night. 13-4 now the score. A-Town got up to a 10-point lead. As the Wildcats, oh, that one off the hands of A-Town. Alderson thought she had it on that one, but it goes off of her hand, out of play. That'll be a service ace for Reese Sumner. That's her first ace of the night. Galva's got 4 aces in this match. Here's Hendel. Hendel gets that one right down to the floor, and Taylor Hendel gonna pick up another kill. She's got 2. Leading the way here for A-Town, tied with Avery Stiegel for the team lead. It's kind of a group effort here tonight as Anna Servin comes in. Servin, oh boy, that one awkwardly off the hands of Galva. Able to keep that one in play, sending it over. Charlie Cox off the block. Taps it up, sends it over towards the near side. Elgin will push that one near side and down to the floor. So Elgin picking up her 5th kill here this evening. And don't look now, the Wildcats pick up another point, 14-6. They're on a 3-1 run here. 3 of the last 4 for them. That one dug out for a moment, but it goes out of play. Another point for Galva for the last 5. Can't count them out yet. Here's Kaylin Gale, the junior, serving that one right into the net. 15-7. Ava Patch coming to serve it up as that one goes to the back corner. Wildcats send it over. Here's Anderson. Anderson gets that one to go. A nice play by McKenna Anderson. Anderson with her 2nd kill on one of her final matches of the year. I believe Galva's got another match this season. I'll pull that info up for you here in just a moment. Setting it up, there's Charlie Cox. That one right down the far side. Oh, she made that one look easy right there. Charlie Cox makes it 16-8 as the senior gets her 2nd kill. The serve comes in, and that's going to be a service ace for Vivian Bigger. Not a lot of aces in this one. Just 3 on the A-Town side. As that one sent across, a battle at the net. Oh my goodness, that was a good effort there by Arabella Porsche. First time saying her name here in this varsity matchup after she had a really good JV match. 18-8. Did they double tap the button there? They might have double tapped here at the score. McKenna Anderson, though, going to get her kill, as that is a 3rd kill. And it is 18-9. By the way, answer to the question I had there a moment ago, Galva tomorrow will play North Fulton. and that will be in Galva. So they're going to have their senior night festivities tomorrow. But A-Town did honor the seniors here tonight for Galva, which I think is always a classy thing that A-Town does here. They do that for all the sports, as we got a whistle and a violation there on Galva. 19-9. After a very closely competitive first set, it has been all A-Town here in the second. Serve comes in from Charlie Cox. And pushed there towards the middle. Ava Patch over to Hendel. Hendel takes a swing at it. And it goes into the net, 19-10. I missed another kill from Hendel. She's got 3 here tonight, leading the way for A-Town. My stream is not live. Let me get that fixed up here. There we go. 19-10 our score, as that one pushed over towards the corner by Camden Hull. Swinging away. Charlie Cox digs that one out. Swinging away now is Hendel, and Hendel a little too strong on that one, 19-11. Wildcats won't go away just yet. Need to go on one heck of a run here to get back into this one. Camden Hull. As the Wildcats will send that one over. Here's Bigger, sends it over to Hendel. Hendel into the net. Couldn't get it over. It'll be another point. 19-12 our score. Whistle and a timeout. A-Town wanting to make sure this one don't get out of hand. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. 19-12 our score here. Set number 2. A-Town winning set number 1 by the score of 25-22. So A-Town's really taking control here in this second set. However, Galva can certainly get their way back into this one here if they're able to continue this run. And after the timeouts, the run will continue. That was a timeout for A-Town, by the way. Wanting to make sure that this run doesn't continue, but right out of the timeout, it does continue. 19-13. Left-handed serve there by number 8. That is Charlie Chamberlain. And Stiegel off the net. They'll reset. Here's Hendel. Hendel will hammer that one down to the floor. Hendel with her 4th kill of the night. What a swing there by Hendel. And again, she made a boo-boo earlier in this set, and again, just the thing I've really liked about Hendel is she will just keep swinging. Got to have that mentality if you're going to be successful, not only in volleyball, but got to have that mentality in everything else. If you fail, keep on trying. Service comes in here, 20-14. Words of wisdom here on a senior night as that one goes off the top of the net. That's about all I got, though. I'm not going to have a whole lot of words of wisdom, but that's just the one I always like to go to there. That one off the net, out of play, and suddenly the Wildcats are down 5. That service put into the perfect spot, Arabella Porsche. And don't look now. Here come the Wildcats. That's an ace for Porsche. And now it's just a 4-point match. Porsche will serve that one in. A little lob once again. Bigger sends it over. There's Ava Patch. That one blocked in front. Elgin gets in the way. Watch out, folks. 20-17. I mean, it's just poetic the night that we've had to go to 3 sets in this one, right? Here's Hendel. She's going to hammer that one out of play. So we got a whistle and a timeout by A-Town. They will try to get things back in line here. Their big lead, once up by 10 in this set. They now lead by 2. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call, as back underway here after the timeout by A-Town. A-Town once led this set 13-3. Galva has pushed this deficit to just 2. Here's Hendel. She's going to send that one wide, and the Wildcats trail by 1. My, oh my, what a service game it has been here for Arabella Porsche. Porsche will send that one in here, trying to go for the tie. A-Town a little out of sorts here, as that one high into the sky, as that swing near side goes just a little wide. Kaylin Gale, 21-19 our score. And Camden Hull will come in with that great service. She puts it into the corner. Her first ace of the night. She had 4 in the varsity match last night against Peoria Heights. So 2 back-to-back points right there. After this match got down to a 1-point lead for A-Town. They've led most of the way, if not all the way, in this entire set. But they've gotten a good scare here from the Wildcats over the last few minutes as it goes over. Bigger sends it over. There's Hendel. Will push that one across. Towards the back, Charlie Cox digs that one up here, sets it up for Ava Patch. Patch towards the back corner, that one saved for a moment, got to get it over. Galva sends it over, but they send it out of play. 2 points away for the A-Town side, 23-19. Camden Hall serving that one in again. Nice serve, but Galva's ready for it now, as that one blocked in front. Right down once again, but A-Town ready for it off the top of the net. Ava Patch over to the near side. Far side now, here's Hendel. She sends it wide. 23-20. Serving it up now, Reese Sumner, the senior. Sumner does have an ace here tonight. Here is Ava Patch pushing that one near side. As that one right into the net, just out of position there was Kaylee Elgin, and it is match point here on senior night for the A-Town Tornadoes. And one of those seniors will come in to try to serve for the match. It is Anna Servin. 24-20. Looking for 3 wins in a row, the A-Town Tornadoes. Turning to the senior on senior night, it's Anna Servin. That one off the wrist of the Wildcats. It goes out of play. It's a service ace, and that will do it. 25-20 here in set number 2. A valiant effort by the Wildcats. But the A-Town Tornadoes will pick up their 3rd consecutive win in 3 days. 25-22, 25-20. Our final score. My goodness gracious. And again, it just goes to just how well this A-Town side has been playing over the last few weeks. Again, it wasn't showing up in the records in the days leading up to this run, but over the last 3 days, finally able to pull through and get some of these wins. And it has been very, very impressive here as the A-Town Tornadoes on senior night get the win here, 25-20. Let's take a look at the scoring numbers here before we sign off after a long, long night. It has been one heck of a night here, to say the least, as the A-Town Tornadoes, their leader tonight was Taylor Hendel. She had 4 kills in the winning effort. 2 kills tonight for the senior Charlie Cox. Number 14, that's Vivian Bigger. She is just a freshman, but she got the start here tonight. She was the only non-senior in the starting lineup, and that's saying something as a freshman. But she had 1 kill and 1 ace this evening. It was 1 kill tonight for number 17, Nevaeh Kuhn-Williams, who got some playing time here on senior night. Number 1, Ava Patch with a kill tonight. A kill and an ace for Camden Hull. An ace this evening for Anna Servin. It was 2 aces tonight for Maya Alderson. So kind of a full team effort. As a matter of fact, the only player who didn't pick up a statistic that was on the floor tonight was the other senior, Addie Gemmel-Clausen, but she had some good swings at it, just was unable to cash those in, unfortunately. We would have liked to have seen a statistic on every senior here tonight, but Clausen did get some playing time here. Had a good effort, but it was not to be. But on the Galva side, it was quite the showing for number 31, Kaylee Elgin. She ended up with 5 kills here this evening. 3 kills tonight for number 28. That is McKenna Anderson. 3 aces this evening for number 15. That is Sage Kaiser, before she unfortunately tweaked her knee a little bit there in this match. So hopefully she's feeling better just in time for playoff time. 1 ace tonight for number 3. That is Reese Sumner. 1 kill tonight for number 4, Kaylin Gale. And 1 ace tonight for number 13, and that is Arabella Porsche. Porsche put on a really good show in the JV match here tonight for Galva. What a night of what a night! I keep wanting to say basketball, but it is a night of volleyball. My goodness, the JV side. If you didn't watch the JV match, you need to go to the live tab of our homepage, this YouTube page here, and watch that match. That was incredible. We started off the night on a good note. We had the senior night festivities at the beginning of this broadcast, and then it ends with an 8-town winner in 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-20, as the 8-town Tornadoes, they have rattled off 3 wins in a row in 3 straight nights, 2 of them here at home, and they will turn their attention to Havana tomorrow on the road. That'll be their final match of the regular season before they then turn their attention to Biggsville, where they will take on the regional. And let me take a look at that regional here real quick, see if I can find it before we sign off here. But that is the schedule for the 8-town volleyball squad. We do have one more broadcast here in the fall sports season for 8-town High School. That'll be the football game Friday night. 8-town will take on Rova Williamsfield. 8-town still technically alive, even though they lost their 5th game of the season a week ago. They still have a chance. 5 lost teams do get into the playoffs from time to time, and 8-town will try to first pick up their 4th win so they don't have 6 losses and eliminate them completely, but they'll try to keep their playoff hopes alive tomorrow against Rova Williamsfield. By the way, just found the Biggsville Regional. 8-town, boy, they're going to have their hands full against the number 2 seed. Match number 1 on Monday, they will take on Elmwood. We may or may not be there. We shall see. I know I talked to Dwayne about that as to whether or not we were wanting to do that, but a little short on staff compared to what we were last year, so we haven't been able to cover near as much stuff as we would have liked in the fall sports season. Hopefully that changes for the winter sports season, but right now I know Dwayne and I have been talking about it here, so we shall see if we're covering that one on Monday, as 8-town will take on Elmwood in match number 1, and then Lewistown will take on North Fulton. That'll be a good match. Match number 2. That's a rivalry right there. That's a rivalry and a half between those two. Tuesday at Biggsville will be Brimfield taking on West Central, the hosts. And then the match number 4 of the regional will be Knoxville taking on United. So that is the regional for the 8-town sign. Again, there's a chance we'll be there. If we are, we'll let you know. Keep an eye on this YouTube page here, and maybe I'll know more on Friday when we come here for the football game. Again, the 8-town Tornadoes, football-wise, will try to keep their postseason hopes alive as they will take on Rova Williamsfield. Rova Williamsfield, I believe, coming in winless, so they would like to end their season with the win, playing spoiler for the 8-town side. So we'll see. It should be a good one. I'm excited for it as the 8-town Tornadoes look to wrap up the fall sports season. Hard to believe fall sports season is coming to an end here, and our attention will soon turn to the winter sports season, which basketball right around the corner. Pretty excited about that, but there's still work to be done. And the A-Town Tornadoes, I don't know a lot of teams that, want to play these girls because the Tornadoes have been playing really well over the last couple of weeks. They've won 3 in a row. They get a senior night win here tonight, and they are red hot going into Havana tomorrow night as they wrap up their regular season, and then next week they turn their head towards regionals. So happy to bring this one to you here. Happy to be here all season long on the home games here, as many of them as I did cover. There was a couple of instances where I didn't get here for the matches, which, again, apologies for that, but we had a fun season here. This is a very, very young team. This is a team that is going to be making a lot of noise in the future. The record may not show it this year, but there was a lot of improvement as we saw throughout the season. And this 3-game stretch that you've seen, it is, it has just been a microcosm of what I have seen through the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year, it was just like, there was no hope, and there was just, there was a lot of doubt. But you saw some of these younger players get the playing time that they got, and they were putting on a show, and that just gave that spark that the matches became more competitive. They started winning sets, making it 3-set matches, and then ultimately winning sets here, winning games and matches, and it's been really remarkable seeing the turnaround here. The record is deceiving for A-Town. Again, I don't know a lot of teams that want to play a team as hot as the A-Town side. So very excited to see the future. There's going to be names that we're going to be calling here. Big congratulations to the seniors, Charlie Cox, Addie Gemmel-Clausen, Anna Servin, Nevaeh Kuhn-Williams, and Avery Stiegel on an incredible high school career here. We'll see some of them in future sports, but congratulations on a great volleyball career as their home career comes to an end here tonight, but it is in a winning effort, though, so that was really cool to see. But again, there's going to be names that we're going to be calling for years to come. Ava Patch, Emily Wallace, they are just freshmen. You've got some other girls that are coming back here. Maya Alderson, Taylor Hendel will be a senior leader next year. That's a very exciting thing. Maya Alderson, like I said, she'll be back. They are losing some firepower, yes, but they are gaining some very, very good young talent, and the future of A-Town volleyball is very, very bright. Can't wait to broadcast it to you in the years to come here on TSSR. That's going to do it for us here this evening. For our cameraman, Chris, here tonight, my name's Wyatt Reed. It's been an absolute pleasure broadcasting this and volleyball all season long. Again, the A-Town Tornadoes picking up their 3rd straight win here this evening, 25-22, 25-20, the final score. We'll be back again on Friday with some more great high school football as the A-Town Tornadoes taking on Rova Williamsfield. Until then, talk to you guys later. Have a great night. It's TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.